Oh, something. Oh, yes. Oh, there's another sound. Yes, yes. I'm trying to keep track of what's going on. Hello everybody, Mr. Sticksman here, and welcome back to Marble World. This is an insane marble run, and it's one of the biggest and the best that we've ever seen. So today, we're going to check it out to see how good it is. Link in the description below if you want to have a go with it. Let's get on with it. Subscribe. Believe it or not, this is actually a marble run, and it's just staggeringly amazing, isn't it? I mean, look at this thing, guys. The start line, by the way, is just over here, and we've actually got 727 marbles. By the way, this is also a race as well, so pick your favourite colour, one of these four, and let's see which one gets to the end the fastest. 3, 2, 1, go! Off they go then. The marbles are descending down the tower now, mixing up in there, and going inside, actually, this tower below. And look at that, you can see them through the windows here, and we'll just keep following down as quickly as we can. Let's have a look at it from a different angle, shall we? There they are in the tower, which is transparent, so you can see through it. And in a minute, they'll start to drop down here, look, and pour out onto the main track. We've got a spinning platform there. We've got little triangles and a straight line through the middle, which is the faster route, I suppose. And then down here, look, round this really nice bend, and then of course we're heading down to this big escalator which is underneath half an archway here. They all come down in the background, guys, and this elevator is lovely, isn't it? Look how big it is, and it just takes them up. The colours look fantastic on this thing, and oh no, some of them are falling down. I think they're okay, actually. Yeah, they're all okay. They're all on the escalator at the same time. Over 700 marbles. There they go, in lines off the top, a really wide track which takes them, it narrows a bit, look, just down here, and then it's going to actually, now this is amazing, because what it does is, it's a bit like one of those water slides where you can sort of sweep up and down it and then move off to the side when you slow down. And look at that, we've got loads of these things zigzagging down here. Isn't that just amazing? Now off there, they're all going to sort of gather at the end here and drop down onto this track just behind these fortifications and go down the side. Around this corner, we've got some marbles actually falling off maybe that bridge there. Are they falling off the edge and going down here instead? Let's follow some of those marbles down this stretch of water quickly and just see what happens to them. So they're going to go onto this escalator here, and then they're going to run down here all of the way underneath this part of the castle to the end where that wheel is, and they're going to go onto the wheel. What we're going to do is come back to this part of the track later on, just because we're actually going to get all of the marbles coming down into this section. Let's follow the pack for now, and look at this, guys. There's a big traffic jam building up now. The marble counter is at over 600 marbles at the moment, and there's a bit of a sort of flipper or a switch here, which I presume is going to flip up in a minute and allow those marbles to pass through. Oh, there we go. Through here then across the drawbridge, and I love all the water that's involved in this marble run as well. But they go around the corner here onto another escalator, which is moving very quickly, actually, isn't it? And taking them up to the top here. So let's just follow those ones up, and down here onto another escalator, which is actually moving a lot slower than the other one. Look how fast that's going, guys, over there. Still loads of marbles coming up as well over that drawbridge. Let's go to the top though, and now they're going to drop down onto these big sort of paddles or spinners, whatever they are, and they're being moved around, of course, inside those sort of half-pipe shaped indentations in the wall there, and you can see them making their way from one spinner onto the other one. This marble run is full of awesome stuff just like this, and it only gets better and better as we go through this thing. So just round the corners here, dropping down a few ledges there, past these triangles, another corner just down here. Look how much is going on. We've even got an escalator just in that other tower there. We're going to go into that in a minute. But over here, yes, just dropping around the corners and eventually making their way onto that escalator inside a tower. Still a few marbles on those spinners actually coming off, loads of them coming around the corners here. It is an elimination race, so actually some of the marbles are, I'm assuming they're sort of going to get stuck somewhere and not get to the end. So, you know, not all of them will actually get to the end. But maybe they will. I don't know. We'll have to see how it all works as we go through this. There's a lot to see here. So there they go off the top of the escalator, and then they get sort of split up there right and left, but join again just behind it or at the front of the escalator here. Let's go down inside the tower, and there they go up that escalator through the gap. We can see them. Here they come. Back down again and out, and look at the view as you come out of the tower. Isn't that just phenomenal? So over here now, gonna see where they go after that. There's a really nice bend here which sweeps down to the left. There's even little flowers and stuff just dotted throughout. Look how amazing it is. It's just beautiful, isn't it? The whole thing is just made so well. It's gorgeous. And then through here we've got these really big drops that sort of bend down and then back up again, and look at that, some of the marbles are actually falling off the track and going through here. Let's see where those ones go if we can very quickly. So they're making a traffic jam up down here onto another escalator, which I think is inside the tower again, actually. Let's see. Yes, so they just come back onto the same tower that we were on a minute ago, and they're coming out here again, of course, where we've just been. So let's follow these ones round now and see where they're actually going if they get past that place. And there they go across the bumps here, these sort of camel humps, really nice towers here with fire coming out of them and some logic blocks there controlling various things. Let's quickly follow them round as best as we can here. Look at that really nice sweeping bend around to the right. Isn't that lovely? Got some spinning cogs in the background down there, and they're going to come down here. Look, I love the sort of freedom these marbles have on the track. Look, there's no barriers here on this section. They're going up and down it. It's really quite nice. I like the freedom aspect of some of these pieces. It's really awesome. And then down here we've got a nice little sort of fence post or whatever it is, just keeping them in there. More towers and logic blocks and things. There's a nice spinning wheel which we are going to use in the background. Look at that, it's a jet of water has just started blasting over this wheel, but now they're collecting at the bottom of this escalator and a big spinning wheel here, ready to go to the next stage of the track. We've got some more coming down in the background. Oh, look at this, they're actually going down here. I didn't notice this before. So there's another track which goes off to the side, and actually that's because this has just switched, look, and it's not letting any more marbles through. And now what's happened is this escalator here has just been switched on. It wasn't actually working before. That's now moving and putting marbles up to the top. And before we go up there, let's just have a look down here, because there's a sort of a big spinning wheel which is part of the track. You can see the marbles on that thing and being lifted up to the top, elevated to a new level. So they're going on down here. Look, just look at this bit here, guys. It's so detailed, isn't it? So you see there how they're getting onto that wheel and just eventually making their way around the top here and going underneath. We just got through there without getting trapped in between the wheel and the side. Here they come off that wheel, which had a sound effect as well, a snare drum and a... Oh, there we go. This is playing something, isn't it? There's a note block probably making some of that noise. And here they come across underneath where the other marbles went, and over the top was another bit of track which the marbles were using earlier. And so now we get to follow these ones down into this. Look at this, guys. It's crazy, this thing. There's also an escalator here taking these ones up to a different track above. So we've got sort of two different tracks here which are working together. Let's follow these ones up then. Two different escalators now. And we've got one on the right, one on the left. And I wonder if they join together eventually, but this is the track up above, and it looks like these marbles are going down into this funnel over here. The other one is coming through there, look, and just sort of going along with this, but underneath it. They're pretty much following the same kind of route, aren't they? There's a traffic jam in the background building up, and maybe these marbles are joining together over there. Here's that funnel. Just go down there, and they end up all going onto the same bit of track over here. Let's follow these ones down. Here's that big traffic jam now, and I'm assuming there's some kind of, yeah, there we go, there's a sort of elevator which is taking them up. We'll get inside the tower now and have a good look at that thing. It's lifting them up right to the top, and there they go off onto the next part of the track. There they come out again, and if we just go over here, look, there's the other sort of route which they were taking. There's another elevator just over there which goes up to the top of this tower, and they actually join together over here. Now this is one of my favourite things on the whole marble run right here, this bridge. Look how it moves as individual flippers there just pop up every time a marble goes into its path, and only the exact right flippers move up. It's just so cool, isn't it, guys? Down here we've got got a switch which is about to flip up as well, and that's going to release a whole bunch of marbles just down here. And if you look on the wall, those logic blocks are going absolutely mad as they try and calculate what's going on over here. There it goes, the flipper has just flipped, and all of those marbles have been released across the crossroads there and down around the corner. We've still got 2 separate tracks though, and we've got one on the right which is going really high up to the top, and one on the left just down here. Look at these archways, and it's just amazing, isn't it, guys? It's like some sort of fantasy world, this thing. It really is mind-blowingly good. And down here we've got marbles on the top and the bottom. Now there's a drawbridge, and hopefully we'll get to see that working soon. I'm not quite sure how that's gonna... Oh wait, there we go. The drawbridge has just moved and freed up those marbles, allowing them to go on their way onto this escalator over here. And then there's a spinning wheel as well. So all of these marbles are now almost on the same track, but one is on top, one is underneath. And we've got just some more coming down behind us as well, joining on there. So let's follow these ones down. They're both going into the tower onto sort of adjacent elevators. Look at that. So we've got the right and the left. But those ones on the right are coming from down here on a separate sort of traffic jam there. Let's see if we can go inside and follow these ones up. And here we are, look, they're all joining together. Actually, no, these ones are going underneath still. So look, we've still got a track above and below. Oh, there's an exclamation mark here. I'm not sure what that means. There might be something big coming up. If we just follow the lower track for a minute, now what happens to those is they go into these big spinning gears over here, and they use them as elevators to get up one level at a time. As you can see, they're just coming out, look. And then there's quite a few of these things in a row. But what happens is when they get right to the top, they actually come around the corner here and then into this revolving pit of doom where the marbles are just being spun around and around. Those gates over there are going to open soon and allow them through, and they're going to pass on to the last part of the marble run. However, I think this green flipper is going to switch at some point and maybe allow some of them to potentially get onto the podium and win the race and join these ones up here, right? Because these ones, I think, are potential... Oh my goodness, what's that one doing just there? Yeah, I think these ones here are potentially able to win the race. We'll have to see what happens, but they're going to go along here up this big set of escalators in a minute. The gates have opened here though and allowed them all through. And if we just go over here, we can see them rushing down this really big open space here, and they are going to start to fill up the grandstand here, which is just overlooking the podium. The upper track, however, is leading over to these gears on the wall, and they're just going to be again elevated up with those 3 massive wheels. Check out those things. And if we go to the top of them, you can see these marbles coming down the side, spiraling down behind the building, and then inside around the corner. And there's a switch here which is now flipped, and those marbles are being sent down here. There's a piston in the wall there trying to knock them out, and it looks like, oh, most of them are getting through. Oh, that red one just smashed into the side there. Now, some of those marbles will be knocked down onto the step below that we saw earlier, but these ones, only 25 of them can get through that number 25 there, up onto the escalator up here, I believe. They're going to roll down here all of the way around the corner. There's a trap door here as well, because some of them have got through to that funnel where they're going to be sent to the end, and all of the others have gone down that chute there. They're now joining the marbles that don't quite make it to the podium. But over here is the finish line, as you can see there. These are the ones that are going to potentially win the race, or get on the podium at least. So we've got a couple of blues and a couple of reds there. They look like they're going to go down first, but who knows what's going to happen here. So they're going to run down this track, look, and go onto the podium. There's the audience waiting for the winners. And here we go, orange. Orange is first onto that gold position. Green in second, and red in third. All right, guys. Now, look, there's fireworks as well and everything. I mean, honestly, I'm just exhausted. It's so good. My brain is exhausted. It's that good, isn't it? That is it, though, for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, please do hit the subscribe button, the like button, and ring the bell if you want to be notified of when my upcoming videos release. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.